All right, welcome back to the channel. Sun's out, although just barely. The guns are still out, but the sun is now setting, so we got to hurry up, do our shooting before we lose the light. Got an unusual one today. This is an American-made Sig P226, and that's not terribly unusual. Got the basic plastic grips. It's got an accessory rail. It's got a milled slide like the American guns do have. I think the night sights may be dead on it, but it does have night sights. Came with 2 magazines. Looks like it was reconditioned from Sig. This is an American-made magazine. Very plain back on it. And this one is Italian-made, I believe. Anyway, came with 1 Italian and 1 American-made magazine. Neither a zipper back. But standard double action, single action with a decocker. The weird thing, the interesting thing about this one is it has this tan frame, and as near as we can tell, it did come from the factory this way. And I don't remember ever seeing one with a tan frame before. I've got to think they're kind of unusual. So it's this two-tone P226, and I thought that was neat. And I was allowed to bring this out to the range to evaluate for you guys. So let's do that. Let's get some shooting in before we lose the light. All right, we've got the Sig P226 two-tone with a desert tan frame. I've loaded up 5 rounds in the Winchester White Box, 115 grain full metal jacket. It's just cheap target ammo. It is, I think, literally the cheapest ammo that I could find for this, but it's given good results. I taped up the shot holes from 38 Special earlier. The ones from 22 long rifle are still there, but I don't think we're going to confuse those with 9mm bullet holes. So let's see what happens. 15 yards. Only loaded up 5 rounds. I gotta say, for a Sig, that trigger, that single action trigger, is a little bit heavier and longer. It's not as crisp as I'm used to. Kept pulling the trigger and thinking, when's it gonna fire? When's it gonna fire? It's not quite like a Glock trigger, but it's not that great. All right, Sig P226 in custom two-tone. I can't complain about these results. Here's our group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 yards. Yes, that's low. I mean, I would like to adjust these sights a little bit, but I can't complain about that group. That's probably as good a group as I could ever shoot at 15 yards, so the pistol is definitely doing its job. Maybe we'll load up 5 more and try again. Okay. All right, once again, the two-tone Sig P226. I was using the Italian magazine. I switched to the American mag. Moved back to 25 yards. That group was so good, I'm going to push my luck. We're going to see what happens. See if I shot as good a group from 25 as I did from 15. Our group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that our group? Okay, wow. Obviously they're not all in the A zone. And can we call that a flyer? I mean, when you've got 3 that are touching, somebody did something right with a pistol. I'm not going to take credit for that. I think that's the pistol. This pistol obviously is capable of very, very good groups. It's still shooting very low, so if it were my pistol, I'd want to replace that rear sight or something somehow, bring that up. But wow, this pistol, in spite of, you know, not a great trigger, is capable of some really, really impressive groups.